I'd like to invite His Excellency Milan Hovorka, Ambassador of Czech Republic to India, Embassy of Czech Republic. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to you all, Honorable State Minister, colleagues and friends. I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to the organizers for giving me the opportunity to be part of the inaugural session of this important event, and for giving me the opportunity to address such eminent gathering of people representing the railway sector of India. And I would like to start by expressing my congratulations for all the Minister of Railway of India, Mr. Prabhu, and his team, State Minister present here, have been doing to change the face of the Indian Railway. And as ambassador, with certain experience from being here, I believe I can appreciate the importance of the sector for the Indian economy. And I believe I can also appreciate that here the railway, it is more, substantially more than mere a means of transport. Previous speakers talked about something that has impact on the day-to-day life of practically each and every citizen. And I am also aware that it has a strong emotional dimension, and that in many people's minds it evokes memories from their youth. And I am confident that India will be able to meet all the challenges arising from its ambition to simplify regulatory aspects of the railway policy, to put in place the right infrastructure, to make comfortable traveling affordable, to upgrade the rail network, make it safer, while increasing passenger and cargo capacity, and definitely being able to deal with the problem of lack of financial resources. And I am honored to say that the government of the Czech Republic is committed to be a good partner to India in its efforts to transform those visions and ambitions into reality. And I have to say that we do not start from the scratch. We do have a solid basis to build on. We do have a long history of partnership in the railway sector, and both countries are keen to work hard with a view to further strengthening and deepening already thriving relationship. And it is also why, as my Chinese colleague just mentioned, that's why the MOU has been signed between the two parties with a view to advancing jointly shared agenda forward. Here I have to say that probably Czech-based companies will not be the biggest partners for their Indian counterparts in the railway sector. But they will always be a reliable and promising alternative for those who are seeking a high professionalism, leading edge technologies, and price competitive products. And in doing so, these companies can build on the amazing more than 100-year-old tradition of the railway system in the Czech Republic. As in fact the first horse-driven railway was introduced on the territory of the Czech Republic in 1832. And 7 years later, first engine-hauled railway was opened in the then Austro-Hungarian monarchy. Previous colleagues and friends, they pointed to certain important regulatory aspects of the way the railway system is being organized here in India, in China, and I have to say that we too have made tremendous efforts to transform the system, to make it more competitive, to upgrade the rail network, to introduce new rail stock, and definitely to deal with those pertinent issues some other colleagues and previous speakers addressed in their respective interventions. And in doing so, we too had to face the same challenges. We have to be able to find ways and means to deal with situations where tariffs to passenger and cargo services were not sufficient to be able to cover costs, where the lines were required to be kept as a part of not always sufficiently justified public service obligation, when the system as such was not able to generate sufficient resources, and when the system or the company was asked to keep substantially more staff than was needed to cover demand. And as a result of those tremendous changes over the last 25 years, the railway sector has emerged as one of success stories of the Czech transformation, and has become one of powerful engines of, I believe I can say, quite robust growth, more than 4% in 2015, one of the highest ratios in Europe in these days. Now in the Czech Republic, infrastructure and services are vertically separated. Access to commercial passenger services is granted. Originally we used to have only one state-owned company, Czech Railways. Today we do have two major private companies that compete with each other. And as a result, I believe, and it is also good news for consumers, prices went down quite considerably. And quality of service has increased. We do have independent regulator. This regulator exercises its functions independently from any manager or ownership structure. Its main task is to ensure fair competition and jungle quite often different interests and demands of passenger and cargo companies. And definitely the objective is to ensure adequate access to those lines where demand is excessively high, while preserving those lines which continue to be classified as public service obligation. So definitely we would be, Honorable State Minister, more than pleased and honored to share our own experience, to see to what extent experience of a small country in the heart of Europe can be of some use. Here I have to say it has been excessively positive and rewarding experience, and I, as the new ambassador of the Czech Republic in India, I am committing myself definitely to do my best to take the Czech Republic and India